Get some pickles on. Get some Metatron. Something on.
I guess I gotta put headphones in too.
My favorite's Megatron. He fights Optimus. I could do like a Weird Al parody version of the Cosmo Sheldrake stuff. Hey ho, where do we go? Where's your pimp? He says, hey ho.
Oh,
You know.
right. Because you got to negotiate with to
But-
find out
Well,
if you can afford it.
Right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to work out a price ahead of time.
Yeah,
Make
exactly,
sure you got
that's-
the cash.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
that makes sense.
yeah. But you pay her, not him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
But
he
there's no,
can collect it later to still feel his power.
right, he gets from her if she chooses to give it to him legally. That's the thing. Is
yeah.
hey, I'm not extorting money from these girls at all. They choose to live with me and, pay me money towards rent and food and fur coats and long fingernails and
Whatever people are into.
whatever hoes be into these days.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Hoology with Jason Thompson.
A 3, a 2, a 1.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's the
Hey.
BG and JT
All
here
right.
at the We Can't Pick a Title podcast.
Trying out your new stand-up routine there.
I got a stand-up routine
Hey,
going.
y'all. What's the deal? Well, Seinfeld style.
Hey, I didn't have any what's the deal ones.
I got nothing to follow it up. I just know that.
What's the deal with these weather bombs?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
snow bomb and cyclone and
Apparently
cyclone bomb
the name
and-
came around in like the 40s or something though. So and it's all about the pressure drop. So it's not like it's a new thing.
No.
It's just they're using these now and everybody's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're just trying to scare us," but it's the actual name for the thing.
But also, you never heard it growing up on the news. Even like I get social media and
Maybe
everything,
we
and
didn't
that whole
have crazy
thing.
weather back then.
Well, but if it was made in the 40s, there must
Okay,
have been that kind of
I gotta
weather.
sit down. Let's get into this.
Let's get into
Let's
this.
get
here.
into this.
You tried a new thing there.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Hey ho.
All right. Okay,
where
tell me
we
more,
go.
Jason.
Well, let's get you situated proper first.
I'm in here. I'm in here. Tell me all about
Camera
it.
looks crooked.
You're askew.
Okay, there you go. You're skew. Skew.
Okay, there we
Skew
go.
you.
I do have headphones on. They're just under the lion mane.
Skew you.
Skew off. Okay, so
I definitely have headphones, as you can see, with the pantyhose on them. I don't know if people are, these are my doggy ears.
Princess Jason
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
bringing
Jason,
it back.
Jason Dollar. It's an Almadala, not a
Yeah,
Mandela. Ooh.
it's like kind of do the Russian gals wear
Nelson
like the
Mandela?
big ear puffy things?
Probably.
Is that a thing? I think I remember,
Sure.
or maybe Danish. I can't remember. When I was a
All of
kid,
the
I had
above.
like a collection of dolls that my auntie Dawn would send me, like one new doll from like around the world. It was like
yeah.
from the specific.
Right.
That's so weird. That
Is that
just
the ones
popped
that
into
came
my
in
head.
like the plastic tubes?
Yeah,
Right,
they were
yeah.
in like their little
My dad had a bunch of those.
cryogenic chamber or something. I totally took them out and played with them when no one was looking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I put them back in. So
It was always funny, other people's like collections, because I never really had dolls. We had like some GI Joes and stuff.
Yeah, action
But then you'd go
figures.
into other people's collections, you'd be like playing dolls, because just because there's girls doesn't mean you're not. I'm not playing dolls. Blah, 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 blah. If that's what
yeah,
everybody's
my
doing.
society
you're gonna
will
play.
only have men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's all your big man dolls? But then.
Yeah.
Every collection always had one or two of those peppered in. There was always like the British Guard with
Right.
the big hat and stuff
Yes,
peppered in there. You'd be like, oh, blah, 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 that'd be mine.
Did it have
You
pictures
get to
on
play
the
the British
back
guy.
with all the different ones or something? Like all the different flags or something on the back?
Maybe something. I just remember it being
can't
just
remember.
clear and just
Yeah.
like a real like, pop
Yep.
the whole clear
I had
thing
a
off.
Hawaiian dashboard
Oh,
girl
yeah.
that I got when I was
Nice.
at a thrift shop in Kelowna.
Nice. Ooh.
It wasn't like the genuine
dancing hula
one,
skirt
but
girl?
actually, I think your dad wound up with that one.
Oh, okay.
My
yeah.
hula girl. I
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
her for a long
Right.
time, and then I was like, I don't have a car where that goes on it.
Probably
but,
bought it at the garage sale that we had, maybe.
And I got your dad.
Yeah.
I think I might have just given it to him.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah?
he bought it. I don't
Wow.
know. Danny, it doesn't
you'll find
matter.
out.
But if you want to recall
Totally
that
matters.
memory, it's like that's the coolest spot for her to be, just cruising around
Yeah, for sure. Getting some
in the
miles in.
truck.
Hey ho.
I love
where
my
do
dashboard
we go?
hula doll. I didn't have a car most of the time that I had the doll. I didn't get a car till I was like 24 or something.
Got the doll before the car.
Oh yeah, I was
Like
like
cart before the horse, but
all the way. All the way.
all the way.
I have pet hair in my eye. Excuse me, everybody.
I never liked crap on my dashboard. It always drove me nuts.
I know. I think that was part of the reason we had to give the doll away. You're like, that's not going on the dash.
Can't handle that kind of stuff in the way.
And the double-sided sticky tape wasn't working really good anymore.
That'll
It
do
don't. Yeah, it only had like a little ride, and I think Kevin's dad's truck. We had it in there till that truck broke down.
I remember my buddy Lonnie's truck had like so much crap, like layers and layers and layers of stuff on the dash, like just like that. And then also, and it sucked because with newer trucks and stuff, it made such a reflection on the windshield.
Yeah, so all you can see stuff like 3/4 of the way up the dash.
It was just like, fuck!
And the
it just
sun
drove
would hit
me
it in the wrong
crazy.
spot. You
Get
just
out of the way!
bring a box or a bucket and just
Yeah, exactly.
dump it all into there.
Yeah. And he'd like just scramble and scramble, and oh, there it is. You know,
Didn't
like,
stuff like fall in? Like I think
the
Mom
vents
always
have the little
had.
guards.
Mom always had like a
Guards.
paper and pen up there in case you had to like leave somebody a note or write something
That's what
down.
all this is for.
Well, but we had our
above you.
Remembrance Day poppies up there,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then usually the book of fairy tickets was the only other thing that went on the top.
And older cars, they had a lot more like sort of slots between the headliner and the plastic. It wasn't so tight, you know, with everything. So you could like, boom, put a little business card. Everybody had like 20 business cards up on their or on their roof and stuff.
All around the edge.
Yeah.
Oh man, out here those would have gone moldy.
You know, people with pictures and everything. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, right. Yeah, in Alberta, you can get away with that kind of stuff. It's dry enough.
You're going through your fairy tickets fast enough
Never
that you
thought
keep
about
them in the visor, and then you can always keep your visor down a little bit.
Well, the fairy tickets have that sort of, it's almost glossy-ish kind of to it too, like a receipt.
Yeah, I don't
remember. Right?
Oh, well, those ones. Yeah, you used to have to get like a book of printed off.
Right.
Like it wasn't quite, I guess, cardstock. Maybe it wasn't quite that thick, but it was like, kind of like cardstock.
I know what you're saying, like that kind of paper.
Oh, yeah, there was never that many. I think you could get 5 in a book.
Okay. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just right. Anyways, tangent.
Tangent road. Out of nowhere.
Here we are. Welcome back, folks.
Oh, right. We forgot the whole intro.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope everybody
podcast.
had a good week. We had a week off there. Jason was busy with some other projects, and so we're glad you guys found your way home.
Yay! Love you all very much. Thanks for sticking with us.
And how you feeling, JT?
Good. Yeah. Feeling good, and nice to have some projects under the belt and stuff. Doing some stuff. We don't want to talk about it too much. It's not really secret, but it's like, I don't know if it's allowed to be talked about. It's not that big of a deal. It's not anything.
Oh my God!
It's literally a third
party. Did you
get
accepted to NASA?
Thing that I'm doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't look into this too deeply. It's not anything too big.
Helping out some friends.
Helping out people. Yeah. That's it. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to. I didn't say, "Hey, can I talk about it on the podcast?" So without that express permission, I just rather not.
Yeah, it hasn't gone out. We're not sure where it's going yet.
I've also been working on my Indiegogo campaign. I can talk about that.
Can you?
For Bounty Hunter, my new alien sci-fi movie that I'm working on. So, and I talked to an actor guy, and he's, he
likes the sound of it.
He basically gave me a verbal equivalent of a thumbs up.
Like, good job, keep at it?
A typed out equivalent of a thumbs up. I said, I'm going to need a giant dude to play my alien creature.
Ooh.
But the problem is it'd be mostly CGI or makeup face. Yeah. Kind of deal, So he basically was like, hey, give me a call kind of deal. So I was like, all right, cool. So.
It's fun to have people excited about your projects.
Yeah, so.
That's exciting, Jason.
I'm just sort of finishing the campaign thing up and probably launch that in the next week or two. I don't know. I'm sort of hesitant just because I don't like asking for money.
Why not? You wish you had the money?
Yeah.
Just do it yourself?
Yeah. Or basically be able to have the connections to just sell it outright or send it to script agents. But a lot of them, they're just, if you're unknown, they just won't even talk to you.
Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah, you still technically not apply, but they have to approve you and say, yep, we like you and we like your stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So trying to sort of not circumvent that, but just trying to go through a different route of screenwriting festivals and getting feedback from those judges and people in the industry and stuff and sort of get that out there.
And then if they're like, hey, we like this project, let's throw some money at it, and then it can get made.
Yeah, along the way, hopefully maybe a script agent or, somebody sees it and says, hey, we might want to take this and run with it. We like it. Yeah. It's fun and funny and awesome at the same time, because that's sort of what I was going for, was just sort of maximum awesome.
Were you going for like a platform series, like I'm going to say like Netflix or Crave or something like that, and have them do like a series of the show, or one movie, or is it flexible?
Right now, it's totally flexible. That's sort of what I like about it, and I've heard in the past back in the day when I was pitching scripts 10 years ago or more, 15 years ago, it was like a bugaboo that it was like, well, they can't decide whether it's a show or a movie. That means that they must not have an ending, or they must not really have a idea fully formed or whatever, and that's such bullshit, because look at TV and movies now. There's such crossovers and everything. Literally,
platforms have both.
Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, two of the hugest franchises, are crossed over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, not to brag, but 10, 15 years ago, I would have thought that was sort of visionary thinking of like, hey, why can't it be both? Yeah. Why can't we have a movie and a TV show almost at the same time?
It makes sense.
Right?
And hopefully now the departments from both get to work together, because they're all under the same moniker or whatever. Like they can pass it through departments possibly, or compared to like when it was the movie industry, TV industry is two totally different entities.
Yeah, it's all just studio stuff now.
And the only people that would like kind of be in between would be like maybe agents that were like, okay, do we shift it this way or that way? But that's just dealing with
maybe get the odd producer.
Yeah.
But even that would be legit, like, oh, I'm going to go into movies now.
Or I get to do a couple guest spots directing or something.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's very rarely like back and forth, whereas now.
It's awesome that it's more fluid, I think, as an outsider and as a consumer of entertainment.
Yeah. Especially as, $20 or more for a movie ticket and stuff now. Like, it just ridiculous. I mean, I get it also, because everything else costs money. Everything else, I'm sure it costs a shitload of money to run a theater.
Yeah, for sure. It's sitting empty with nobody in the seats. You're not making any money. Plus, you got to heat the whole thing, and it's got to be comfortable, and you got to be able to clean it, because
top quality equipment and everything else. So people go down to the theater down the block.
All the wasted, dirty popcorn. Like, I wonder, like. Yeah, it's amazing they don't have vinyl seats just so they can like hose it off for the next group.
Turn the showers on.
It's maybe just the dirty movies in the daytime. They just have vinyl seats.
Yeah, once they got rid of porno theaters, then
how they used to do the leather seats in the theaters.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
Like actual like you go there just watch some tap dancing or whatever, those kind of theaters.
You get the cracked one and like pinch the skin on the back of your leg.
But they never replaced it because it's all the rivets on the front.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're like, we don't have money for that.
A little bit of tape, some red duct tape.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. And then the tape would stick to your shorts.
The old theater style seats.
In the summer.
They'd flip up the
Yeah.
Yeah, you
put your stuff in there and it would all fucking shoot down onto somebody else's shoes.
But then you could also do the cool maneuver. You'd sit on top of the thing and then flump down into the seats. That was always fun.
Once you knew it could, your cheeks fit in there. Yeah, it was weird that some of them started out not having drink holders or whatever, so you had to put it on the ground, between your feet, or hold your cold drink the whole time. Yeah, sometimes your favorite movie comes out in the winter. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, between your feet was always the go-to, right?
Yeah.
And you'd have to you'd be holding one thing and then hold the other thing between your feet so it didn't tip over, because you'd hear that all the time, right? The old cups.
Oh yeah.
It changed the bottles
Something
eventually.
Behind you falls. You gotta pick up your feet and your purse and your fucking jacket.
For sure.
I never put anything on the ground if I could help it.
That's great.
Just my feet.
Yeah, so sticky.
When I got tall enough, I just slouched down and put my knees on the front of the chair anyway. Fold your coat and then tuck your knees in there, and then you could kind of just curl up a little bit.
Get blanket style.
Well, not covered, but just
like
like
underneath
between your knees and the chair in front of you.
Oh, I see.
You know, so you could slouch down and it would kind of pad your knees against the hard backs of the chair.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of still watch the movie, but like put your head on the back of the chair.
Put your feet up on the chair in front of you.
No, that was strictly enforced.
You get the, what the fuck?
That was strictly enforced. They were like, no, you're not getting your grubby, dirty boot shit all over everybody's stuff.
Feet off the table or off the seat.
Yeah, exactly. Great. They'd come along and whack you with a little stick and with the flashlight, put it right on you. Did you guys have theater police at your
of course.
Police?
Yeah.
Or your police at your movie theaters?
Yeah, same deal. Yeah, you'd be right into the movie. You wouldn't even. I was pretty observant, so I'd know, and I could see the people coming in up, and, like,
and then you would put your feet
back
up?
down. You put them back down, and then once they go, they do their thing. Especially if nobody's in front of you.
You put your feet on the seat.
Well, you get comfy. You check, make sure you're.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure whatever was on your shoes came off on the floor.
Yeah, on
right?
the 40 miles of carpet you got to walk just to get there. Good design.
It's like those
that
sticky
makes
mats
sense.
for crime scenes.
Yeah,
that they use.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
good call. Okay,
right.
Totally forgiven. You're a good child.
I am a good boy. I'm respectful.
All the theaters are like just got your name, like they're just like
I'm banished now,
stapling it up by the register.
I thought you were chiseling like Flintstone style, like
or maybe it
would be like a picture
into the bullshit tile that they always have behind the counter by the popcorn. They're like, he can buy popcorn.
Bullshit tile.
Yeah, it's so cheap and shittily put up there most of the time.
That's great.
Calling out the theaters.
Theaters are hardcore now, though.
Are they?
Yeah, there's ones that they're talking about opening up. Like, I think we talked about that weeks past about like pickleball courts and all kinds of other shit now and there, and like.
I guess it's loud.
Just make it cheaper. That's how you're going to get people back in the seats.
Yeah, that's true.
Just make it half price.
Yeah.
Or quarter or 3/4 of the price. Just stop making it ridiculous.
because then people will go to 2 or 3 in a row.
Stop making a fucking chocolate bar $8.
Yeah.
And popcorn $16 or whatever else. Like, I get it on I'm on lots of movie page, Screen Rant and IGN and different Facebook pages like that.
Yeah.
And
go off, King.
Every now and then you'll see like a producer or an actor or a high-end director like, oh, this is what we need to do to get people back in the movies, and we need more storytelling and less superhero movies, or we need whatever, and we need magical ponies and stuff, and whatever the fuck they think. Just make it cheaper.
Toonie Tuesday was always busy.
Oh, exactly.
Year round.
Exactly. If you made a $5 movie flick, you'd have everybody coming out for it.
For sure.
I guarantee, especially if it was
advertised. It might take a little while for traction. Yeah.
Well, exactly.
But
yeah. People would still have to know about it.
Yeah.
But you'd have, and
target teens.
I don't know if maybe selling out at $5 a piece, do you still make any kind of cash back?
You're going to make money back on your snacks.
Exactly.
Leave your snacks at outrageous amounts.
Well, not even that. Just, you don't have to. Why? The grocery store or wherever else I sell that or buy that stuff, they obviously make a profit off it. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell it. Why do you need to make it triple the amount of what the grocery stores are?
Because money talks, and the people that own the theaters want some profit so they can go on vacation.
Well, that's exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Problem solved. Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to the next topic then.
Make
Shocking
it cheaper
news.
to go to these things, and people will show up. It's not that hard.
Well, and maybe there can be some sort of government incentive. There can be some sort of like put money back into the industry, or there can be some sort of a something subsidy for theaters. I think they're good. I haven't been to a whole bunch of them, but it's one of those things that it's like a cultural thing. It's kind of like going out to dinner, and I feel like having food delivered to your door so you don't even have to go out to eat, and having the movies just in your home so you don't have to go out to eat, you're missing out on your community.
100%, definitely.
And so a lot of people don't have any compassion to the other people that are around them because they don't have a connection. They might have a connection with little Tommy who drops off your Szechuan every Tuesday night or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's it, like you're closing yourself off.
Well, and that's exactly like it seems like nowadays all we're able to fight about or argue about is like politics and all the shit that we used to never even want to talk about it. It used to be a taboo to even talk about that kind of stuff because, and I think a lot of it, we had other stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sort of, get more people out doing more things. But to me, it's because there's a whole other middle upper class that are buying these things and paying for the tickets and paying for the movies and stuff like that. But only that's just still a small percentage of what it used to be.
I think the fear of the unknown is a good way to manipulate people, and so if you can keep people away from other people, it's a good way to learn to control them, and you can just give them the influence that you want.
Right.
As far as we're all being controlled because we're sitting and watching TV and we're being programmed, and it's like everybody has anxiety now and
on a massive scale.
So but you look at the communities that don't spend a lot of time in front of a screen, or they have to go out and interact with other people in order to get their food or their schooling or their entertainment. To actually go and participate in your community is pretty special. And I think if theaters could find, if community could find its way back into theaters for more than just plays, because plays have become so exclusive, and the movie theaters are kind of becoming that way too, but they shouldn't be. It should be about sharing art, and it would be great if there was, I know art's been cut out of schools and that too, but I think without it, it's like, what is life?
Well, that's literally, it's all just AI, Chat GPT after that.
Yeah, we might as well just
the
be
human element
plugged into our pod if we're not going to go out and actually feel the grass under our feet and the wind on our face.
Yeah.
The stories at home can take you through your full range of motion. You can get a sense of community from watching a familiar show again and again, and then talking online with people that are also fans of that show. You do get other senses of community, which are important for people that aren't able to get out, or I cherish those communities too, but I know that they don't make me feel rested and inspired the way spending time with somebody in the physical world does. Say going out and playing with the horses together, that I feel like electric. No matter how it goes, I feel like I lived that experience. But sitting here watching a movie, even with the most decadent foods,
or the best graphics on your TV,
I feel like a slug after.
I see. What you're saying.
Physically,
right.
I don't have energy. I don't want to do anything. I'm maybe a bit drained. From going on the roller coaster of it all, and then it's just over. So there's a grief that, Sons of Anarchy, who have invested how many hours into, or any of these other great series, I've invested all of this into it, and you come out just freaking beat. And there's a bit of camaraderie online or with friends around the water cooler or whatever.
And that was even still back then when that sort of thing was happening more.
Yeah. But now it does feel like we've all gotten even a bit more isolated. So being able to go to your own little coffee shop or whatever it is, or your person you get your eggs from or something, just having those personal connections is really important.
I was thinking about starting a Facebook page, and this is sort of weirdly, I don't know, ironically meta and basically the same. It's like a solution but a problem at the same time. I want to start a Facebook page called the water cooler. Or something like that, because back in the day, that's what they always say, to stand around the water cooler and you talk about whatever shows you watched or movies you watched or whatever happened over the weekend, kind of deal, right? And then you'd all stand around the water cooler. And so, to put it on a Facebook page, I understand the irony of, getting together as a community and talking and having fun together and stuff, but also on Facebook, not actually together. So I get that, but also
you can also still do video calls and stuff too.
True. Yeah.
It's a connective thing.
I just find so circling back to my script, my bounty hunter script, that's literally on the script on the front page. I can't remember the exact words, but basically it's remember back in the day, when you'd come out of the movie theater and you'd be quoting lines from it, and you and your friends would be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Remember when they said that? And you'd be like, if it was an action movie, you guys would be, wah, blah, 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 and fighting and doing stuff outside and coming out of the theater and stuff. And like, when's the last time you ever saw
Reservoir
that
Dogs
happen?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, little earworm stuck in your head, right? And so
and you get to share it with the masses. There's something about everybody else's heart rate going up at the same time.
Right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, good call.
Not just the stinky sneakers behind you.
Oh, no? So that's what I tried to do with my script, too, is really like just... It's not based in the 90s. It's based, now. But it has what I call that sort of 90s feel of just...
nostalgia.
Fun and not a ton of darkness and backstory and depression and crap. Just... It's fun, but also awesome and hardcore and interspecial, interuniversal.
Spatial.
Yeah.
I like the look of the creatures or whatever. What would you call them? Your characters, I guess.
The
maybe?
alien guy is what I call him so far.
Your bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really cool look.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know stuff.
Yeah, it's exciting to get.
What else have you been watching?
To experience stuff together.
How was your Mike Tyson fight?
It sort of made me a little bit sad. Like by the fourth round, I just wanted them to just scoop him out of there. But at the same time, I'm really proud of him that he pushed through. I didn't want to see him get hurt.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
It was his legs, man. His legs just weren't the whole upper top. Like if he could have had some bionic legs, I think he would have had a more of a chance. But you could tell
they're all stiff and everything. And it's tough.
He couldn't bounce around as good.
So that's I don't think it was rigged per se.
No, he just wanted to challenge himself.
Yeah. And I think like Jake Paul took it. This hurts me to even say it, but took it easy on him.
Yeah,
once he realized, like,
yeah.
If I went in, because he would have just ended up pushing him over. He might not have knocked him out. Because you'd have to hit him fucking hard to really knock Mike Tyson out.
Do you want to knock out a 58-year-old man?
That's exactly right.
Unless he's really hurting somebody you love.
And that's, I think that a lot of people didn't expect that sort of reaction to happen of like, oh shit, what happens if this doesn't explode into an awesome fight?
Yeah.
What happens if it just is sort of weird and sad and this young kid is beating up on this old guy and like...
He was really toying with him in the beginning. What are you looking at? The dog in the window? Move your head out of the way. If you're on YouTube, you can see Salty looking in the window.
Hi, Salty.
Hi, Salty.
Hi, bud. Up on his new pedestal.
I like that he's like only halfway, like he's hiding behind the curtain a little bit.
So sneaky.
Oh,
there you go.
Perving up on us.
Anyway,
He said it could sense me crying. Fucking
that's probably what it is.
Dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to bring that up to be all emotional.
No, I didn't mean to be emotional about it at all. Hey. Sorry if anybody felt uncomfortable because I had feelings that
they can go fuck themselves too.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say that because if they felt uncomfortable, but you feel uncomfortable,
why are you feeling uncomfortable
then why is it okay for me to
crying?
say fuck themselves? And I can't say
Don't
that about
feel
you.
Your feelings.
And feel the feelings of all the feelings.
Yeah, whatever. I think a new listener might be surprised that I have feelings, but
okay. People have feelings these days,
Oh shit!
You know what?
Well, some people take meds so they don't have to.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or drink.
Or do lots of drugs or shop.
Yeah. Amazon.
Or eat food.
Or have poutines.
Eat chips and poutines and.
Yeah, Jason doesn't like his feelings.
Samosas. Yeah, we'll just eat them up and then they're gone.
That's a good long-term strategy?
That's how it works, right? That's my tool for success.
All right.
Eat your feelings and then they're gone.
Ding, ding.
The more you know.
Okay, it's bold strategy, Cotton. Right. Let's hope it pays off.
What else we got here?
I got to ride the pony 2 times.
2 times?
Yeah, I rode her yesterday and we rode the day before too. And yesterday, I have to say, was probably the calmest ride. There was almost no wind, though. I'm not going to say that that's for sure. What happened? We've been doing some lunging and some groundwork. Like I've been doing people care about that?
People want to know
Maybe
what
not.
it is.
Yeah. Oh, so
But
been going to
quickly.
like the little round pen thing and doing some little walk and trot.
Lunging is like on a rope going circling around you.
Yeah, I wasn't
Right.
using the rope though.
Oh,
He's just using a round
just a
pen.
whip.
Yeah,
Just-
actually, I do. I don't do that. I just like go low from the bottom. She would probably jump out of the fucking thing.
sure,
She'd be
freak
like,
right out.
"I'm out of here,
yeah, you ended
bitch."
up whipping yourself. Fucking,
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did really good. I think I've only done like 3, maybe 4 lunge sessions with her.
So what's the difference between lunges and groundwork?
Lunging is they're on the rope, and then they're going in
Yeah.
a circle around you. And groundwork is like
No rope.
that's included in that. So
Oh, I
it's
see.
anything you're doing
see.
while you're not on
Right,
your
right,
horse.
right. Okay.
Where you're doing stuff
Right,
with
right,
your
right.
horse.
So it's like we were doing calisthenics and push-ups
yeah.
sort of deal, but push-ups
Exactly.
is part of calisthenics.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I get you.
Yeah, it's
okay.
just part of.
Right.
Yeah, not to drag it out or make it
Yeah, no,
this long.
not
This was it Tracy in Wisconsin wants to know?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
James in Wisconsin.
Yeah. James in Costa Rica. Hope your foot's doing better, James.
Oh yeah, he said something about bacteria infection.
Yeah,
I forgot
you
to
can't go.
message.
You can't go back
Fucking
in
guy.
the warm tropical water. I suggested saline, some
Actually,
polysporin.
I should message him because the last message I got was he was gonna ask the lifeguard to follow him as he tried to swim around the island.
Oh my god.
This whole island. He's down in Costa Rica right now. Yeah. Oh, they
Hey, we've been doing a little bit of a chat on the group chat there.
I'm just trying to find it here real quick, but
Okay.
it doesn't really matter.
He sent me a picture.
Oh, of the foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, I am, however, currently popping a Dayquil for my bacteria infection and going to go to the beach to try and convince a lifeguard to kayak beside me to try and swim through the waves and riptides. Because he wanted to get through it so he could go around the island.
Yeah,
But-
you shouldn't be putting an
Just
open wound
swimming.
back in the water because you could get cooties in there. It's different if it's like the cold Pacific Ocean. You can get away with like going back in and it's
guy,
good
man.
for the wound, but
Yeah.
it's very bad to go back into the warm water because that actually speeds up an infection.
Well, then just add so much more crap in there and everything. If there is anything, it's just going
like
to go
you'd
right
have
in
to
there.
like peroxide clean it,
Yeah.
dry it off, do some like polysporin and then like a Vaseline and then some sort of a
A bag.
giant bandage and then a bag taped on.
Yeah.
And some sea turtle's just gonna choke on you if you got that much stuff hanging out. They'll be like, "Is that a jellyfish?"
The fucking guy. And well, that's how he hurt his foot in the first place, was going out. Literally, they're like, hey, there's riptides out there. He goes out there, gets caught in a riptide, gets all churned around like a washing machine and hurts and cuts his foot.
But they got him back in the
Fucking
boat
guy.
and he lived.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's always fine. He's
always
and,
fine.
And I shouldn't say that because I do the same thing. You know, I'm like, hey,
He's-
opportunity to do something, I'm going to do it.
You guys are
You
little
know,
wild cards,
like-
little Charlie days.
You know, we grew up swimming in a calm river. I'm sure we know exactly what we're doing with 20-foot waves and riptides.
Pembina and North Saskatchewan are formidable.
Well, North Saskatchewan for sure.
Yeah,
That's-
by the bridge.
plenty of people drowned in that, and
Yeah.
we survived swimming the fastest areas of
It's
that.
only one direction. That's the trouble you guys have.
right.
The-
You just got to work the current.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Whereas the ocean, it sort of laps you around.
Yeah,
It pulls
that's-
back and then
pulls back.
splashes
Yeah,
you out
exactly.
again. Yeah. You guys will figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
Excellent ocean swimmers.
See, like at South Padre, I was never caught in the riptide. It was just the current of the waves was actually going downwards too.
Yeah, it was looping around the island because the tide was coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I knew I was going further down, but I didn't know how much or how far until I like got out and looked.
Isn't
And, like, I'm
7
almost a
flags
mile
further
away.
down the beach.
That's a long
Yeah.
ways away.
So what were those flags for? Like once a block or whatever?
Yeah, basically, yeah, once every block, and there was about 30 of them between us.
Oh, God.
20 of them. It was fucking crazy. I remember looking down and like seeing my brothers who were like tiny way down. Like, I think that's them. That was crazy.
Yeah, I started out trying to stick with you, and then I was like, well, it seems like he's trying to get away from me now, so I'm just going to hang out with Brenda here.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
Then the boys went for you. Made it back.
Yay! The little 12-year-old girl surfing beside me, just like, "Do you need a hand?" Like, no, I'm
Bless
fine.
her heart.
Yeah, for sure. That was
She's
funny.
like, he's floating good, but I don't know for how long.
Yeah, okay.
Asthma kicks in. You get a little seaweed in the wrong tube.
Yeah, that's fine. You just
Should be
hack
okay.
it out. Choke it out.
Oceans are dangerous, you guys.
It's true.
You guys wearing life jackets or
No.
what?
No. I was swimming.
Was James wearing a life jacket, you think?
No. I'm going to say no. I mean, if he was on a kayak or on a boat, then yes.
Okay.
No, actually.
No,
now that I think
probably
about
not.
that, no, probably not.
Floaty? Maybe you could get some
no.
wrist floaties.
Yeah, there you go. Some water wings.
Yeah,
The old school
just
water
then
wings.
that makes biceps look big. Then you wear your
There
shirt
you go.
too,
It's like, I'm a water wing.
and then you're like, I'm buff, I'm buff, I'm buff through the coral reef. I'm buff, I'm
Just a
buff,
giant water wing
I'm
around
buff. Yeah.
You know, yeah. I
Winds
like
up
that.
sliding down as you're swimming, so when you get out, it just looks like you got a spare
My
tire.
water skirt. Hello.
That's how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody falls in love.
Everybody. Be like, oh my God. Yeah, everybody off the beach. Sexy man on the beach. And everybody will be running for it. What's going on? What's the commotion?
Sorry, the dog's probably scared. I
Yeah.
make that joke when he runs away from me. I do
You're
that.
scared. Duck your head out of the way. You can see him.
He's like,
He's just chilling.
she is coming for me. I know it. I'm going to just move this over a little bit so you guys can also see Salty. There we go. That's better.
Sea salty.
Yeah.
Ah, that's delicious.
I called him the Saltese
Get your
Falcon
badge on.
yesterday. It was pretty funny.
The what?
Saltese.
Salty's Falcon.
Saltese Falcon.
Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely the new name.
Yeah, it stuck. I was really happy I remembered it this morning. Do you guys make up crazy names for your pets? If you do,
Yeah, I think everybody does.
put it on our Facebook or our Instagram or
there
our
you
YouTube at We Can't Pick.
And you can tell when, like, people, either the pet died or if they just have a picture of their playing around with their pet or whatever. You know, it's always like, I don't know. Here's our dog Lucy, a.k.a. Floopty Flooped. You know, kind of deal. It's always just something
It's like,
totally
how
random
did that
weirdness.
get over there? And
Yeah.
usually there's like a chain
There's a
of
weird
names
connection.
that gets it all the way to there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Milo, our old dog Milo, was a lot like that. You can't even remember what they were now.
Kilometero.
Oh, right.
Chris
Yeah.
calls it.
That's
Called
great,
him Kilometero.
That's awesome.
It was a classic.
Want to do a Would You Rather?
I would love to do a Would You Rather.
Oh. Would you rather be stranded in the jungle or stranded in the desert?
Do I know the desert or jungle, or is this like...
No. Let's say you were just randomly dropped off and you woke up in a crate. You don't know where you are.
The claustrophobia part of me likes the desert better, but my bushcraft skills likes the jungle better.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be able to get water, and which is going to be my number one. That and shelter. There'll be lots of
Yeah.
shelter
I
opportunities.
think that literally has to be the answer.
Has to be.
Like, I mean,
I mean, other than the chafing because of the moisture and the frizziness of my hair, that's going to be disappointing.
right. There's still plenty of chasing in the desert, I'm sure, though.
Is it? I guess
It's just a
you're
dry
still
chafe,
sweating.
which is
Oh
even
yeah,
worse.
then there's sand.
Just sweat,
so
and
then
then,
it might
yeah.
exfoliate your feet though.
To a point, and then it's
just
next exfoliating.
sloughing.
You know, it's like, yeah, then it's just
turns
tearing.
to just Okay, good call.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you have some sort of shoes.
So you're a jungle
But
person?
Got to be the jungle. I mean,
Okay.
that's a no questioner to me. Like, 'cause
Salty says rainforest.
fresh water, canopies, foods.
Yeah.
You'd hope it's at least something. I can eat some grubs in the jungle.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Salty and I found this amazing part of the rainforest here in a new spot of the trail. Just
yeah?
reminded me of jungle. Is that okay? Did I interrupt
Yeah.
you?
No.
Okay. I'd love to put a picture up.
Okay.
I do have
Right
video
now?
too.
Or right now. Ooh, you got video. We can put video over top of the audio.
All right. Yeah. Well, you could put either one of those in here. If Jason's feeling
Watch it
like
now.
putting it in.
It'll probably be between us. So if you point that way, I point this way, and then it'll be right between us. There you go. Problem solved. Easy as that.
So, anyways, that was the forest that we went through. I wanted to take a little picture. It reminded me of the carpet in the 70s.
Oh yeah.
I think I do like a voiceover on the thing too. So this might be redundant. We'll leave that blooper in. Oh my God! Do you
How's your story so
do
far?
you guys listen to Buried Motives? It's a good little murder show. It's Canadian. Not good little murders, but it's like these gals talk about
only good little murders.
and missing people and mostly like murders and
it's
stuff.
like people that deserved it being killed by smaller
Most
people.
Of the time. Yeah, good little murders.
Good little
There's
murders.
your TV show.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, they do little bloopers at the end of theirs, and so when the microphone hit me in the face there, it, kind of reminded me.
We just leave our bloopers in.
They do like a beep, and then they'll do like the blooper. And
okay, that's cool.
And click through like 4 or 5 every episode.
And if you're doing a semi-scripted thing, then that's
because they're telling the story of whatever whoever
and
this
then they
person
stabbed her
was.
in the spleen. and the whatever.
Say the same word wrong like 37 times.
I mean the kidneys, not the spleen.
Yeah.
All right.
They're pretty funny. Yeah, if you guys like murder shows, it's a Canadian one. So
murder shows. You're gonna watch a murder show.
It's like from SNL. Yeah, short from there.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyway,
we'll play a clip. Go to the clip.
Yeah.
As David Spade says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch a murder show, murder show. I'm gonna watch a murder show. Netflix, Showtime, HBO, and Daylight. Murder show, murder show.
Yeah.
So if the sound goes in, then you won't need this part that says it reminded me of the 70s and 80s when carpet was everywhere, absolutely everywhere in homes, including bathrooms and kitchens.
Up the walls.
Yeah,
some of them.
It was crazy.
You ever see it on the roof? That'd be too much.
No.
There's got to be somebody out there that did it.
It's too heavy, I think. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you'd have somebody smoking in there if it did.
Ugh,
seems
gross.
like a bingo hall. Right? It's like the inside of a smoker's lung. It's like those diner restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's just the smoking section.
Smoking rooms
really
from the airport and stuff.
That's why everything was brown in the 70s, is because it was just nicotine. It actually started out
stained.
Nice pastel colors or something, but it's actually just a coating of nicotine on everything.
Brown.
Orange and brown.
Smoky gray.
Yeah, orange and brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good call. Matched your fingers.
Yeah, that's why I hated the 70s part.
Matched everybody's fingers so that, when their hand was on the end of the couch, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I was so glad when the 80s came along and there was like flowery colors instead of just browns and yellows and green. There was always gross greens too. Anyways, my trauma.
I love those ones that like the 80s, what everybody thinks the 80s was, and it's all neon, everything room, and then it's like what it actually was, just fucking brown and
particle board,
old
and
like
a
Western themes and stuff.
300-pound TV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, with ceramic horses or that ceramic bull, that black bull.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everybody had, or the cougars.
The cougars.
Yeah, the panthers or whatever.
That's what I always said. Is like
those are popular.
There's obviously only so many decorations back in the day.
Yeah, for sure. There wasn't.
Everybody shopped at the Hudson's Bay Company.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Only so many decorations there.
Yeah, people were still making shit for each other back then.
Yeah. Are you into horses or
Salty
panthers?
says he's ready to come in. Can you get?
He's ready.
Pawing at the window. I'm going to see if I can let him in. Jason, you can talk for just another minute.
Okay, I was going to tell everybody where they can check us out online and check out our socials and stuff. That's usually, you do that so well, but maybe we'll tell everybody that they can just find us on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. All that app we can't pick. It's amazing. Hi, Salty Bud. Yay! Coming in. Yeah, good boy. Hi, Salty Bud.
Oh, you just gonna stay up there? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll just chill. You can also check us out and subscribe on YouTube. YouTube.com/@wecan'tpick. And then you can see this super cute puppy doggy right here cuddling in with his mommy. Here he comes. Meow. Hi, bud. So, Salty, would you rather...
Would you rather go for a walk?
Oh, shit.
Or would you rather have some cheese?
Would you rather have a treat?
Do you like cheese?
Oh, he loves
cheese. He says,
well,
can I have cheese from the floor?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I don't want to wear
You said the W word, so...
Yeah, it gives him stress for his harness. But he does love walks once he's out there.
Just this big harness energy, small harness energy.
Okay.
All right, let's go do that.
Love you guys.
Love y'all very much.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on a Wednesday soon.
All right.
Bye for now.
Yay, love y'all. Have fun.
Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories.
'cause that's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us and you're putting up with our shenanigans.